Oh, grrr. So, a lot of things have been happening with Tulsi Gabbard. First of all, I hope you guys had an fabulous weekend. Monday is tomorrow, so I hope you guys are ready for that. Mondays suck ass and not in a good way. But anyway, so there's a lot of stories right now with Tulsi Gabbard and how Hillary Clinton said that she was a Russian asset. Girl, Hillary Clinton, girl, you need to stop. Because if anybody was a Russian asset, it was you. Who's the one who gave them 20% of our uranium? Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck, Hillary Clinton. Like, come on. Like, you gave them 20% of our uranium. Like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. And it's funny because the progressives that I have spoken to about this, they're all like, oh well, Hillary Clinton didn't name her by name. She didn't say her name. First of all, she said the person who's running for president is a woman. The person who the Russians are molding to run as an independent is a woman. That's already like, well, you have what, Kamala, you have at this point Kamala, Amy Gorbachev, and then you have Elizabeth Warren, who's not going to run as an independent because she's top tier. So let's be honest, she's not running as an independent. And then you have Tulsi Gabbard. Who do you think out of those three is going? Who Hillary Clinton is talking about? And I'm gonna give you some a little bit of background information as to why people feel like she's talking about Tulsi, and that's so why Tulsi feels she's talking about her. Number one, back in 2016, she was what? Not head chair, but she was like the kind of like the vice president, basically, like the second in charge. And and people really, the DNC really thought they could mold her and make her the next best thing, to take after Debbie Wasserman Schultz. If Hillary Clinton won, Hillary Clinton would have put Debbie in her cabinet and her administration, so then that would elevate Tulsi Gabbard, because that's what they were trying to mold her into. But Tulsi Gabbard saw how much corruption was in Tulsi Gabbard saw how much corruption was in the DNC, and she gave up her chair. Okay, she gave up her chair because she saw how corrupt Hillary Clinton was, how corrupt the DNC was. She said, "I can't do this. Like, this isn't cute. Like, I ain't a part of this." And not only did she give up her chair, she supported Hillary Clinton's enemy during the 2016 election, which was Bernie Sanders. So that's a double slap in the face for Hillary Clinton by the person who was supposed to be her golden child, which was Tulsi Gabbard. So that's kind of like the backstory behind Hillary Clinton and Tulsi Gabbard, and why Hillary Clinton doesn't like Tulsi Gabbard. Now, I don't understand why Hillary Clinton spoke about Jill Stein, because back in 2016, Jill Stein actually had a recount. I don't know if you guys remember, but the three states that Hillary Clinton lost, I think it was what, Michigan, Florida, and PA. The three states that she lost, Jill Stein fought for a recount in those three states, which was the three states she needed to be able to beat Donald Trump. So I don't understand all of a sudden now Jill Stein is a Russian asset too. Jill Stein's not running for anything. Why was Jill Stein's name in it? That's what I don't understand. And then, she calls Tulsi Gabbard a Russian asset, right? Tulsi Gabbard is a major in the army. Okay? She's still in the army. Okay? Okay? Let's see how many of Hillary Clinton's family members or how many of Bill Clinton's family members were in the army. Let's keep it a buck. She was training people overseas. In the beginning of her campaign, she trained people for 2 weeks. You're talking about a veteran, a war hero. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much media coverage that would have gotten had she said Pete Buttigieg? Like, honestly, seriously, this is ridiculous. Because at the end of the day, Tulsi Gabbard is a freaking war veteran. She is a veteran. She risks her life. Her life is on, because again, she's still in the army. She's still there. She's still there. You know, and I've been watching a lot of these progressive DK, these progressive channels, and I'm wondering, and I'm saying when they're gonna talk about this. This came out on Friday. So I'm seeing when they're gonna talk about this, when they're gonna talk about this, when they're gonna talk about this, and nobody has said anything. Nobody. I think Tim Black was the only person who spoke about it. And he went in, and he's absolutely correct. You guys have to watch Tim Black. I'm not gonna lie, I just started watching him. I'm gonna watch more videos, but he was absolutely correct. If Tulsi Gabbard is able to capitalize on this moment and show how disgusting Hillary Clinton is, how disgusting the DNC is, she actually has a chance in winning this. She really does. And you know, it's funny because if you think about it, if you think about the position she held in 2016, right? Let's sit here and think about it, right? She was second in command, basically. Second in command. Now you sit here and you think about this. Do you think if Elizabeth Warren was second in command, do you think she would have given up her seat? No. Do you think if Kamala Harris was second in command, do you think she would have given up her seat? No. Had anybody else been in her position back in 2016, especially with the name recognition Hillary Clinton has within the DNC, do you think they would have given up their chair? No, they would not have. And I'm going to tell you why I do not think Elizabeth Warren would have given up her seat. Because Elizabeth Warren waited for the last minute so she could endorse Hillary Clinton. She didn't sit there and endorse Bernie Sanders when he needed her endorsement. Come on. Don't sit there and tell me Elizabeth Warren is a progressive. She's not a progressive. She's not a progressive. She's not. And I understand people may have their reservations with Tulsi Gabbard. I do too. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say she's like, again, she's not the person I'm voting for. She's not on the top of my list. Well, she actually is. Top 3. But there are things that I question Tulsi Gabbard on. But at the end of the day, she's the most courageous person up there for what she did back in 2016. Because wouldn't nobody do that? Not even Elizabeth Warren. And another reason why I don't think Elizabeth Warren would have done that either is because she's actually still speaking to Hillary Clinton behind the scenes. She's speaking to Hillary Clinton. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who told Hillary Clinton to say that. I would not be surprised if it was her. Because every single time Tulsi Gabbard in the debate tried to ask Elizabeth Warren a question, nope. Cut to commercial. Everybody was like, cut to commercial. Nope, you can't ask her nothing. You're not going to do to her what you did back in 2016. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, people may not like Tulsi Gabbard. They may not like all of her policies and things like that. But to sit here and slander a fucking war veteran, a hero, who's still in the army. She's a major. Are you kidding me? Hillary Clinton's back. She's a fucking loser. A big, fat fucking loser. She loses. She's a loser. She's a loser. And the only reason why Elizabeth Warren is top tier is because she's running on Bernie Sanders' coattail. That is why. Elizabeth Warren is not a progressive. She's a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what she is. I'm telling you, you guys. She's not going to do anything she says she... Telling you, she's not. Outside of breaking up the big banks, she's not going to do anything she said that she was... She's not. She's really not. And it's not about who's more progressive, but it is about who's more progressive. And I hate that argument that now people are saying that other people are saying that certain people aren't progressive enough. But it's funny because you want your politicians to be as progressive as possible. So I want the people who's reporting the news to be as progressive as possible as well. Okay? And you guys not saying the truth about Elizabeth Warren is disgusting. It is disgusting. It is. You have certain people who do say the truth about Elizabeth Warren. Most of you guys don't. Again, at the end of the day, you may not like Tulsi Gabbard's policies. You may not like all of them, but to sit there and smear a a soldier, a a a fucking veteran, a war hero. Are you mad? And again, had that been, she knew not to talk about Pete Buttigieg like that. Why? Why she knew not to do that? Because he's polling at he's like what, the top 5, top 6. So she knew not to get at Pete. She knew that. She's disgusting. She's disgusting. And again, if Tulsi Gabbard plays her cards right, she can be in the top 3 tier. She definitely can be. It's sickening. It's sickening that nobody is talking about this. It's not being reported the way it should be reported. Oh, this frustrates me because, again, at the end of the day, I'm not voting for Tulsi Gabbard. But for the smearing to keep on going and nobody addressing it, and them acting and then blowing it off as if it's nothing, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. It is. Again, you guys think that I'm like this Elizabeth Warren hater, and I don't know what you guys think, because at the end of the day, back in 2016, I voted for a woman. So it's not because she's a woman. I wouldn't vote for Elizabeth Warren because I do not believe anything she says, because her actions do not show that of somebody who is actually honest and who will actually fight for us outside of breaking up the big banks. That's it. Again, to sit there and smear a war veteran is disgusting. I don't care how you want to put it. I don't care if you don't like her policy. Talk about her policy. Talk about her bills. Talk about everything that she's done as a politician. That you have the right to do that. You do. And that's not a smear. You telling the truth about her policies, how she voted, whatever the case may be, that's not a smear. Those are facts. I don't have a problem with facts. But every candidate needs to be treated the exact same way. Every candidate. And I've seen progressive shows where they don't talk about the stuff that they need to be talking about when it comes down to Elizabeth Warren. And then they get mad and then they say, oh, people are attacking. Of course people are going to attack her because she's a top tier candidate. So it's funny because when we say you're smearing Tulsi Gabbard, we're overreacting. But when you say we're smearing Elizabeth Warren, we can't say nothing. You guys say that when we talk about Elizabeth Warren, when we state facts, we're smearing her because she's a top tier candidate. Right? That's what you guys say. You guys say that. But we don't have a right to say anything when you guys are talking about Tulsi Gabbard. Because everything I say about Elizabeth Warren is a fact. Everything I say about her is a fact. I don't lie. I do my research best I can. I don't have the sources to whatever, but I do as much research as I possibly can. And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. And actually right now I'm going to say I'm wrong about something. About Elizabeth Warren. Because now she's backtracking again, saying, you know what? During the general, I'm not going to take big corporate money. I'm not going to take over, I think it's like $2,000 in donations. That's still a lot of money. But she says she's not going to take corporate money. So you know what? I give it to her for that. Is she really going to do it? I don't believe her. I'm going to keep it a buck. Because she didn't tell anybody at the end of the third quarter she was taking money from Amazon workers, from Facebook workers. She was on all of that stuff. And you know what the funny thing is? You have progressive outlets who aren't even reporting that. If you guys really want progressive news and actual progressive commentary, and you want people who are objective, watch Rising. The Hill Rising. Watch that show with Crystal Ball. And I'm not even going to try to say the guy's name because I really don't remember. But they're amazing. You know why it's amazing? Because you have a conservative, somebody who's more conservative, and somebody who's more liberal hosting a show. Who do you guys know? I'm going to keep it a buck on the Young Turks. And I say the Young Turks because they are the largest independent news outlet. So, who do you guys know on the Young Turks on the show, who's a regular on the show, who is a conservative? Nobody. There was nobody on that show who's a conservative. They don't want anybody challenging them. Nobody. And when people do challenge, when they do have conservatives on that show, you just see them. Oh yeah, And it's funny because the one person I would want to see square off against a conservative is Anna Kasparian, because Anna Kasparian is fucking smart as hell. I actually love Anna Kasparian when she's debating somebody. I love it. The only thing I don't love is I don't feel like she's being objective. That's my issue with her. My issue is not her, how she views certain candidates, whatever. My only issue is I don't feel like she's actually being genuine when it comes down to breaking down all of the issues that all of the politicians have, that all of the nominees have. That's my problem with her. She doesn't think she smeared Tulsi Gabbard, but she has. She can sit there and say she has it, and that's fine. If she doesn't feel like she has, then that's how she feels. I don't feel that way. I feel like she has at the end of the day. Because again, you sit there and you list all of the bad you say, she's done some good things, but you never list them. You never say them. You list all of the bad things. Again, I repeat, you say, oh, Tulsi Gabbard has done some good things. You never list them. When you say, oh, she's done bad things, you list all of the bad things. Elizabeth Warren, you guys act like she's never done anything bad. Let me ask you guys a question. Has she followed up with with the president from Wells Fargo? No, she hasn't. She hasn't. She has not. She has not. And again, at the end of the day, I just want it to be a fair race. That's it. That is it. Trump is the dumbest president we have ever had. He's stupid. He said Puerto Rico was surrounded by wet water. Are for real? Seriously? Seriously, for real. I bet you had Obama said that, it would have been the end of the world. Oh my God, Obama doesn't know nothing. And I wasn't the biggest fan of Obama because, again, we went into Syria illegally. We should not have been there. Should not have been there. But that's another story. Anyway, I just wanted to really touch base on this Tulsi Gabbard situation because it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Hillary Clinton is disgusting, and she's disgusting because she's a loser. She's a loser. I hope she watches this. She's a loser. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is a loser too. So is Donna Bruce. You guys are all losers, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you rigged the election for Hillary Clinton to win and Donald Trump to win. And Donald Trump to win. You rigged an election for Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump to win, thinking Hillary Clinton was gonna beat Donald Trump. That's because you guys brought all of the media outlets. And there were times when you guys wouldn't show Bernie Sanders having a rally, but you would show an empty podium of Donald Trump. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.